Cool. Does it switch as I'm doing it? No. I'm required to now do it this way because I started in landscape, so that's kind of annoying. Can I flip it at least? I can. Okay, cool. That's cool. That works. That works for me. So this is just, I guess, like a little chat. Um, I really, it's not connecting very well. I guess my Wi-Fi isn't that great. Huh? It sucks. Can I change the settings? Of course not. Oh, I can put filters. Whoa! Look how pretty I am. Cool. Don't know why you would want to do that, but I'm now pretty. Let's be honest. I was always pretty. Fucking hairs everywhere. Yeah. I do like how the chat, if anybody does show up, pops up like that. That's cool. That's interesting. So yeah, I'm just sitting out here, enjoying the day, hoping everybody is enjoying their day. Because you never know when you're gonna really be able to. The world's a crazy place right now, so uh, just being able to sit here and enjoy stuff. It's cool. It's nice. Just trapped in my house, basically. I don't really go anywhere, do anything. I mean, it's kind of hard to, considering the circumstance. You kind of really should only go out if you really need to. It's really the only way to do things. But yeah, I don't know. Tokyo Night Shift. How you doing? How's it going? We're just chilling. Don't know how long this live stream's gonna be, but um, I don't know. Just thought I should stream. What is my hair doing? Stop. Stop being hair for 5 seconds. Just doing okay. Uh, I'm good. I'm trying to stay positive during everything and like just you know create a better situation for myself. Because that's all you really can do right now is try to make the best of everything and don't be afraid to make light of a situation even if it's super dark. I know everything has to be like super. Uh, sorry, I know everything has to be like super serious right now. So, um, but that doesn't mean that you can't have light situations and try to not joke about it in the sense of like making fun of it, but you know, you can't have darkness all the time because you'll just be that. You'll just be angry and depressed, and your situation will only worsen because of it. So you gotta try to stay positive. I am the ambassador of not staying positive. Yeah, laughter does help. That's why I watch a lot of stand-up comedy and watch a lot of YouTube videos and stuff. I'm not like as funny as it is that I'm a horror narrator, but I don't really listen to many horror narrations at all. Uh, it's because I just don't like to constantly. I guess my job is to tell scary stories, so listening to them all the time when I do this all the time is a little weird. I guess I don't know. It's weird. Don't know. I don't even know what this is about. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm sitting out here and I'm like, huh, what are my people doing? What are they doing? What are they doing right now? Doing better things than watching this live stream, which I respect. They don't have to be here. I totally get it. I'm not really the type of YouTuber that should, I guess, do stuff like this because it kind of takes away from the scare factor sometimes. Like when you see that the person behind the scariness is like an actual person. So I guess people like to keep it vague. It's really how you're supposed to do it. What was that chat message? Exactly, I listen to so many, but when I started narrating, I only listened to a couple. Used to listen to everybody's, like even when they were sent to me, when there was a new channel uh, popping up, and they were like gaining traction, and like people I would collab with, and like I was really into. But I would listen. I would listen to everybody, but it just got harder to do that because once you do it so much, it kind of becomes tedious to listen to everybody's, and like people expect you to listen to narrations because you do them. But how many gaming YouTubers who are making it big right now actually watch gaming videos? Like they make them, they don't want to fucking watch them. That's the whole point, I guess. Like Jacksepticeye, you think Jacksepticeye watches, I don't know, Ninja play Fortnite? Like, no, not happening. If there was a way I could prop this up, maybe I can. Aha, there we go. That works. Let's put this little seat up here. Oh, you can't see me. No. There we go. That doesn't really work. That does. Nice trees. Yeah, they're nice. I guess I got kind of used to them, so. Sorry if there's wind. There's really nothing blocking it. It's a really nice day out, though. It's hot. I'm wearing a long sleeve because I'm doing laundry and it's my only clean shirt, so great. Fun. Funness is me. Yeah. This is really awkward for me because, like, I'm just supposed to sit here and talk. And you guys are supposed to talk to me back. So that's weird. Definitely weird. As the News Titans, how you doing? How's it going? So it rains all summer. We haven't gotten rain in days, and when we do, it's all hot and all sticky, and it sucks. There's birds tweeting everywhere. Shut up, birds. They like to disrupt me. This is what I have to record in a fucking jungle. I have to record in a fucking rainforest. I'm alright. I'm just chilling. Just existing. Doing stuff. I'm not really doing anything. That's kind of why I was doing this, is that I was just sitting outside and I was bored. Jesus Christ. You don't tweet the whole time, and then all of a sudden you decide to fucking chirp your little fucking face off. Jesus. But yeah, I was really bored. Wasn't doing anything. I was just sitting in my room watching stuff. Decided to come outside after taking a shower, and now I'm here. My life's not very interesting. So, yeah. It's also kind of early in the day, so I don't expect anybody to really show up to this. Most people who watch my stuff usually watch it towards the nighttime, at least that's what the analytics say, so. They watch them, like, later in the day. It's not just, it's more of the fact that I can tell when my views go up. It's usually towards the night instead of the day, so. We got crows here. We have crows in the morning. The crows are so annoying. I hate them. They're foul fucking creatures. They disgust me. They disgust me. I don't know. I just thought I'd do this. Maybe it'll pass the time. For me and for anybody who decides to tune in, but I can see why it would be very boring, because like there's nothing I could actually say to you to keep you here. It's basically just like, hey, I'm a person. Do you want to talk to me? No? I understand. There's a lot of noises going on. And this is what I have to deal with every time I record, is all of these noises going on all the time. You would think I live in the woods, like I would have peace and quiet. Yeah, I do, when I'm not recording, and when I decide to hit the record button, that's when everybody decides to fucking bother me. Uh, I'm glad our wasp problem is gone. We do have bees, but I don't really think. I think I've seen wasp nest when we like hike sometimes. So like we go through like these little trails and shit, and sometimes there'll be like a wasp nest, but it's like an old one. It's nothing like to worry about. There's nothing in it. And you go by, it's always there. It's always decaying, so it's like an old one. These are at least better than wasps. Yeah, we don't have many bees. At least we don't like in the housing areas. We just have we have a few bees. Like we had one the other day. He was annoying the shit out of us, but I even swatted him away, and he was like, "All right, fine, whatever, cool. Don't want me here then." Usually they sting you after that, but nope. Why do cars have to exist? They're just driving all over the place, like they got somewhere to be. I like bees. They're pretty chill most of the time, except when they're in my fucking face. That's when they're not chill. Is when they're in my face. We have paper wasps every year, no matter what we do. What are paper wasps? I don't know what that is. Wasps will cost you until they die. Yeah, they're rambunctious little dudes. Yeah, I don't know what paper wasps are. They make their hives out of paper. It's probably what it is. I don't know. This is probably really boring, but it's not boring for me because I get to talk and entertain myself, and you guys just have to assume that you're entertained the whole time. Yeah, cool. I thought for a second when I started the live stream that I started it on another channel, like one of my gaming things or one of my music things. I was like, yeah, nobody's gonna find it if that's the case. Nobody's gonna find that shit because nobody follows me on there. Yeah, it's getting really hot. Like it's definitely not as hot as yesterday. It was like 95 degrees with like 80 humidity. I opened YouTube to find something to put in the background while I draw and saw you were live. Oh, that works. Make a little nest from paper. Yeah, I assume that's what it was. Yeah, that makes sense. I get like yeah, having this in the background would make more sense because it's just noise to listen to just talk to someone. So yeah, I understand. I was supposed to do a live stream yesterday after um, the live recording and editing session, but it honestly totally slipped my mind. I was really tired all day. The heat was making everything unbearable. Like I really couldn't like keep my eyes open. The humidity just made me so exhausted, and I kind of slipped my mind. I ended up playing games with a few friends, and it just kind of slipped. Um, so I guess this is also trying to make up for the chat thing that I did promise you guys. So, because it's basically the same thing. I'm just sitting here chatting. So, ah, why are you screaming at me? Hey TDM, what's up? Nothing. I'm just sitting outside, existing, talking to people. By people, I mean you, because I'm alone. Except for my grandma, she's inside. She probably thinks that I'm talking to myself, and it's probably weirding her out because just in unsolicited screaming is not accepted here, Orla. It's brutal here today, 96-87. That's close to what it was yesterday and the day before. It's just, and we're not supposed to get that in PA. Like, not that bad anyway. We've never had it that bad. It just seems like it's just getting worse. It's so bad. The AC, it's like working itself into overdrive, and it's not even really doing much anymore. And we only have one AC in our house. It's in the living room, and it barely reaches the rest of the house at all. What was that? Somebody said something. It's gone. Dude, it's me. It has been brutal so far this summer. It really has, especially in PA. I can only imagine what it's like for people in areas that are like hot normally. I can't imagine what I know. Well, I know my girlfriend lives in Texas, um, so she tells me all the time how ridiculously hot it was, and she recently had a thing happen where her AC in her house that she lives in completely busted, and it wouldn't be fixed for, and it's an apartment, so it's like it's an apartment AC type thing. It's an apartment AC unit, so they can't just replace it. So they had to get somebody to come in and fix it, and that person didn't come for like a week, maybe a week and 2 days. They ended up getting like accommodations for like a hotel room or something, or like a temporary apartment situation for a day or two to get AC. So yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal out here. It sucks. You know it's bad when PA gets hot, because PA doesn't normally get hot. It just kind of gets a nice breeze, and that's what I'm missing. Today's good. Today's fine. It's a lot more bearable. If I wasn't wearing this long sleeve, I'd probably be fine, but I'm still waiting on my laundry, so yeah. If anybody's tuning in and like hoping that I talk about anything horror like, I'm not really going to be, because there's nothing really to address. I am working on a new video that I'm hopefully going to be doing tomorrow or Friday. Um, I guess I can tell you what the topic is. I'm working on train station stories, because I had seen a picture of a train, um, on Twitter, and I was like, that train picture looks cool. So let's go see if Let's Not Beat has any train stories, and they have a shit ton. So I'm working on getting stuff together for that right now. Hopefully that, and there's a lot. There was like 35 train stories in a row. I don't know if any of them are good, but I'm going to sift through them and do the whole thing accordingly, and hopefully get some stories together for you guys for tomorrow or Friday, or if the permissions don't come in, then um, maybe Saturday or Sunday. Pretty pretty cool. I'm trying to get on top of video making. I'm trying to have the thoughts of what I want to do days before I do them, which I'm really bad at that. Um, I usually just do, uh, like, I'll get stories together and shit for things, but then I'll just like fall through with it. Like, I'll get the permissions, I'll get the stories together for the video, I'll have the idea, but actually executing it is what is the hardest part for me. Is getting it done the day that I want to do it. So I'm trying to stay on top of it and trying to stay motivated, because it's a little hard when you're at home all the time. So um, staying motivated is like my a huge issue for me right now. And it's not that you guys don't motivate me. It's just like continuously telling yourself you're doing something for a reason is what you always got to keep in your head. So um, yeah, I'm constantly trying to stay on top of it though. Constantly. I think I'm getting better at it, because the last few videos were planned like a week in advance, and that's unheard of for me. And the train station thing, having the idea for it 3 days before, is huge for me too, um, because I'm also now starting to get user submitted stories. Like, I had a couple in my Redix thing. Shout out to Redix, by the way, if you guys are narrators and you need a place where you can conveniently have stories be submitted by creating their a website on your thing, or you want a way to keep all of the stories that you want to do in check, and you can have it as like a little scheduled thing and mark as you read them or whatever, and you can look for stories with length, um, or with certain upvotes and stuff, something that Reddit just doesn't give you automatically. So I would definitely recommend, as a horror narrator, to go check out Redix. It's been developed by Stories After Midnight. He's a really good dude, and he made a really good app that is targeted towards us. So I definitely recommend using Redix. Um, if you guys need to know where to find it, there's always a link in my description to my Redix website that will link you to the actual thing where you can build your own and start the whole thing by yourself. And I got a couple submitted through there. I got a couple submitted through my email, and it's just starting to really make sense now. Like, all of this is starting to really feel like a thing, which it always really felt like something I wanted to do. But now it starts to feel like I it starts to feel like this is something that like oh, I'm here now. Like this is I like people are starting to recognize that I'm really here. Not the audience. I'm talking about just uh, I guess the what's the right term? Um, the community as a whole, I think, is starting to pay a lot more attention to me. Like not like narrators, but like um, other people who watch other people's horror narrations. I think are starting to pay more attention to me, and actually realizing that they can send stuff to me because I am somebody who takes this seriously, or they like me enough that they want their story to be read by me. Um, so that's really cool, and I'm really excited for that. And I'm working on. That was loud. Oh, the wind is probably terrible. Um, I'm working on getting a user submitted story video working. I just need a couple more stories, and I also need to sift through them because a couple of them are a little too graphic for what I want to put on my channel. So I'm gonna have to hold off on a couple of them for good reason, or just try to make a video and then age restrict it. But it's also the topic of some of the stories is kind of putting me off. So um, yeah, I'm really excited about that. Getting all of, like the user submitted stuff. Sounds like a good breeze. It was. It was a good breeze. Yeah. Cool. I don't. I don't know what else to say. I'm just existing right now. I'm just sitting here. Yeah. So how's your guys' day? Jesus Christ. Oh no, I knocked over my stand. Jesus. I'm sorry if this is really loud. That should be okay. I kind of have to like duck down so you guys can see me. I gotta shave. At least trim it like here. Probably gonna go here in a little bit. Gotta eat lunch, get stuff together. Probably go to the store, get food for the house. That'll be fun. That'll be cool. But I'm glad I got to do this. I'm glad I got to sit here and do this. It's cool. It's fun. I always love talking to you guys. It's always a pleasure to know that there are people that are there that like my stuff enough to even sit here when um, and watch me and talk to me even when I'm not doing the thing that I'm known for. That always humbles me to know that I've gotten to that point that I can do that. So yeah, maybe I'll since I'm home a lot more, maybe I'll do this more often, especially since it's nice outside. Hopefully, it won't be as fucking loud. Thank you. No, people with their jeeps. Yeah, good talking to you. I didn't just get here. Shut up, John. Jesus. Um, but yeah, the whole thing with like the user. Oh, not just that. I haven't been able to tell you guys because some of you don't follow me on Twitter. Um, if you guys have a PC that can run games fairly smoothly, or if you guys have Oculus or Vive or whatever, and you're interested in meeting me, uh, obviously not in person, but you can talk to me one on one in October at HorrorCon VR that's being hosted by HorrorCon, and I know, or Oculus Quest. Oculus Quest can also do it if you have the link. The link won't work. Um, the whole I don't think the thing will work without the link because you have to connect to the PC version, I believe. That's what apparently was said by the guy who runs the HorrorCon thing. Um, or maybe you can. I don't know. I have to look further into that. But you can meet me at HorrorCon VR along with a bunch of other narrators. I'm sure which I don't know who's been confirmed. I know Mr. Creepypasta is going to be there. He has his own booth. I'm pretty sure he has his own panel. I know Maskino is trying to go. So if you guys know Maskino, he's been on my channel a couple times. So I'm sure many of other narrators will be there. And Corpse Husband plays VR chat all the time. If anybody could be there, he could also be there. And he's huge. So yes, you can meet me at HorrorCon VR in VR chat. It's all free. All you gotta do is show up. You can play without VR. It works without VR, and it has the regular 2D game thing. You can just play it on your keyboard and mouse, or you can see me in VR. And I'll be there probably all of the days. And I'll have my own little booth, and you can come check out my booth, and we'll come and talk. You can meet me and talk to me or whatever, one-on-one. It'd be pretty cool. Dark Coven, how you doing? What's going on? And yeah, so that'll be October. I think it starts, I believe it's the 29th to the 31st. I'm not quite sure about that, though, so I'll have to check back. But HorrorCon VR, I will be there. I will have a booth. And I'll try to be there all the days if I can. Depending on, situations like time constraints or something. Hopefully I'll be able to go there all the days. I'm trying to. So, yeah. So, like I said, HorrorCon VR, if you want to come meet me. I'm just reiterating this because I saw a bunch of people pop in a couple seconds ago. So, yeah, that's really cool. I'm really excited for that. I hope to meet you guys there. That's going to be a new experience for me. Yeah. It's really loud all of a sudden. Shut up. Thank you. Yeah. So I feel like there was something else. There was HorrorCon. Oh, I'm also getting a 3D model made by the user Joshua, who's in the chat. A 3D model of my TDN mummy. So it can be placed in VR chat. So you will be able to recognize me by my avatar, because it will look like my in-game thing. And that's going to be fun. That's going to be cool. Currently working, I don't know if I haven't talked to YouTube about it because it's more of like a Twitter thing. Because I don't want to completely connect my music, like my rap stuff, to here, because it's not the same thing. But I am currently working on an album, and something has just been confirmed for the album that will... if anybody's a fan of the Exploring series, the guy who does all of the SCP Exploring universe things, if any of you are a fan of him, you will be shocked to know that there is a snippet of him on the album, and he has agreed to let me sample him for it, for a certain thing. He's even agreed to record the line for it in a certain way if I wanted to. So that's going to be really, really cool, because he's a huge inspiration for me. And he really opened up the whole SCP thing for me and a lot of other people. So that's going to be cool. Really excited for that. As for the album, it's a long ways away, probably like a year at least. So, but for right now, I am definitely working on it. There's a working title. And since he basically set this thing in stone, like this whole, I can use him as a sample thing, the album name "Are We Cool Yet" is probably going to, stick. So that's going to be really cool. I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited for a lot of things. A lot of things just are shut up, cars. A lot of things are just setting in motion right now that I never expected, especially all at the same time. But yeah. As for that, I'm gonna go eat lunch and probably go to the store. So, yeah. So look out for however many number of train station horror stories, either tomorrow or Friday, or depending on permission status, Saturday or Sunday. I'll hopefully do these types of things more often. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and yeah, let's see how. I don't know how to get off of this.